Hey everybody, Custom Mike's here. How are you today? I am actually sitting at my my Chevy tailgate desk that Busa helped me put together a couple years ago outside the barn dominium, so to say. And John asked me to do a little bit video, and this is his project that he's been working on diligently for probably the last 4 or 5 months, maybe even 6 here, and God knows how long at his home. But he bought a project. The first car he ever had was a 1967 VW, and he found this beautiful patinaed, rust-free VW project. And like I said, he's worked diligently at it, and we actually polished up the patina a little bit. Hello Argentina, hello Italy, hello everybody that's signing on. I appreciate seeing you guys here. It's a beautiful day here in Southern California, and yeah, this little VW is a really clean one, and John has done a lot of the work himself. I've been helping him out and been, remote and portable concept, or what do you call it? Confidence, I should say, and consultant on it. But he wanted to see what it looked like out in the sun, because he hasn't seen it. He's been polishing and cleaning, and we've done some little bit of rough body work and stuff just to make it clean. But it's going to be a driver for him. And somebody asked about my little bench, but yeah, that's a Chevy tailgate. Let me pull this off. It's actually a Chevy tailgate and an old, couple of old milk jugs, and that's it. Where we sit in the afternoon, twiddling on our social media, so to say. We have another couple of benches happening too, but it'll take a little while before they get done. So anyway, I wanted to show how nice this thing turned out with a little bit of cleanup. It was very rusty and stuff, especially on the top, and he just cleaned and buffed and shined and you know what? You can either clean it up like this or spend $5,000 to $10,000 on a paint job, and he chose to go this way, which I think is really smart for a car of this nature that you're going to be using. And he's been putting in the Dynamat, and he's been wiring it up for stereos. He's been cleaning. We've redone all the pedals and stuff, instruments, painted the steering wheel, new moldings, new antennas, and a bunch of all new electrical. I'm really proud of him. He's done really, really well with it. He did all the brakes and all the lines and all that type of stuff, mostly himself too. And so that's what we've been tinkering with. He had a friend of his do the motor, but all the insulation and all that stuff and all the cleanup is all done by him. So it's actually really cool. It's a fun little car. And thinking about it, it was his first car was a 1967 VW. Obviously, it's not the first car, but it is a 1967. And like I said, the floor pans are incredibly good. You can see where they normally rust through under the battery, and over here, it's all clean. It's all original. All I had to do, somebody jacked it up and put a little dent in it, and I just pushed that down. Hey, Scotland. And hey, everybody's making comments. Yes, hello Brazil, Argentina, South America, Europe, and beyond. I appreciate you guys hanging out. And tomorrow is actually very exciting, because tomorrow it's going for a headliner. Going to get a brand new headliner, so we can put the glass and a new rubber and all that type of stuff in it. And it's just an exciting time for him. So he wanted to see what it looks like out in the sun, and I think the consensus is fantastic. It looks just so good, and I can't see the full thing, but Mark Loving says he's done one a similar way, and yeah, it's a really cool thing. And hopefully John will be on the road in a little bit, And you know, this is an honest car. You know, it's got a few dents and bruises, but you know, my knees hurt after 57 years. So, you know, anyhow. So I just wanted to do a little bit of shout out to John for all his efforts and for how cool it's been, and sit here on my little bench, and we'll set this thing down again. Oh, and I gotta show you this. I actually have two of these Crossley motors, one as a wall hanging and the other one as a footrest, and there'll probably be some Crossley owners that are shrieking right now, but that's the way it is. And that's a 54 Pontiac couch that we put together, and we'll finish that one of these days too. But so I'm gonna sit down right here again and just enjoy the California weather here on Memorial Day weekend. And I wish you all the best weekend possible. I do want to reflect on all of those that sacrificed their lives for us to have the level of freedom that we have today. And I want to thank everybody that served in one way or another. And I also want to reach out and thank those families that lost their loved ones simply because they fought for our freedom, so to say. So that's what this weekend is all about, being grateful for those that gave the ultimate price one way or another, serving us. So anyway, I'm really excited about John's progress, and I will do more a little bit later. But Scotto's in there working on this little, what do you call it, Suburban, just doodle-daddling, and I just loaded this and unloaded the Fiat that I'm going to be working on too. So I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. This is what we do. We live and love and eat, breathe, and sleep cars one way or another. Thank God for supportive people around us that enable us to do this and be able to do this for you. It takes a lot of effort by a lot of people. So anyhow, love you all. Have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. Not forgetting who we're celebrating and why. Again, thank you to all those who served. Love you all. You have a wonderful, wonderful Monday. Thanks for hanging the custom mics. See ya.